nice people watching. Our special guest is Ian from Quebec. Hello, Ian.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay here. And how you
You
doing there
good?
in Canada?
It's good. It snowed
It's
today, actually.
snowing.
So it's starting to get a little cold around here, but still, it's nice. Christmas is along the way, so it's good.
Okay, it's not very long, I think. It's just coming there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what do you do for Christmas there in Canada? You have days snow that we Brazilians here we don't have. So
Yeah.
envy you.
Well, you probably would for a day or two, but after that, you'll find it cold and uncomfortable. Your shoes are constantly wet. You're freezing. You always got a runny nose. So yeah, it's good for a few days. It's good for the holiday. But
good. But it's beautiful. Huh?
It is beautiful, though. I do agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to first start thanking you for being here, taking your time to be here, and with English Talks with Adi and Ian today. And I also like to thank our mutual friend James, because James Stewart, he forwarded the invitation for you to be here.
Yeah.
I really appreciate our friendship and your friendship.
Yeah, a good friend of ours, I reckon. Yeah. Good friend.
Very good friend. And I would like to ask you, you are Canadian, but you're from Quebec.
Yes.
So how do you guys learn English? Do you guys learn English at, regular schools? Talk a little bit about, because it's very interesting, how you guys do with your English and French, language. Please.
Well, it's probably not like people think. Like in Canada, most of the people do speak English. A little different.
I think we froze a little bit.
And I would say it. Yeah, a little bit. But now you're back.
We're back. We froze, but we're still recording. We're back. We don't edit the recording. Yeah, okay. Remember?
Okay. I'm not moving. I'm trying to keep the phone as steady as possible.
All right then.
But yeah.
Carry on.
Okay. So like I said, there must be maybe 2 million people that actually speak English as a first language. But the rest of Quebec, and those numbers are approximative. But still, most of the Quebec province do speak French.
And how did you learn English?
We did learn English, but at school, we used to have like one lesson a week, maybe.
Right.
The most fortunate and lucky ones had two. But most schools, well, back in my days, they were only giving like one class a week. So through a period of maybe 5 to 6 years. So we started late and we stopped just before university or college. So
and do you guys get fluent with those classes? How do you?
Not at all. No.
And what?
No.
Oh God! And what you have to do them to? How did you learn such good English? I mean, you're speaking fluent English.
Will is the first thing you need to want to learn. Actually, if you're not interested, you can go around Montreal without having to speak English ever. I mean, like there are districts, there are parts of Montreal you'll have to learn English, because most people do. But it's up to you. If you don't want to go in those neighborhoods, I mean, like you can go along with only speaking French, and that wouldn't be a problem. You can spend your whole life with only speaking French in Quebec. I think if you want to learn English, you want to put yourself out there. Me, I wanted to travel. Right. I love music. As a young one, I love those cartoons on Saturday mornings. They didn't have a French version for those, so the only ones I had were like English versions. So G.I. Joes and E-Man and whatever was good at the time, the Scooby-Doos of this world, but they only had the English version. So even at a young age, I was very curious about that environment, I guess, so that culture. So yeah.
So and then you start watching the cartoons in English and start growing with that, and then you traveled abroad. Where did you go?
Well, I went through Europe. I went for a whole year, mostly in Israel. I stayed in London. I've worked in London, in Edinburgh. Edinburgh helped me out a lot because Scotland, they got a totally different kind of English. I mean,
Scottish English.
Yes,
yes. Difficult. Okay.
To get it properly, I had to read Scottish books with the language written as they actually speak it, and you had to put yourself. I don't know. I couldn't be myself, like the bubbly personality that I think I do have most of the time. I just have to put myself aside.
You uplifting, you're motivated.
Yeah, but that's me. I'm chatty. But
good.
there I had to be a little more careful. I just had to listen to people. And it was tough at the beginning because you can't really beat yourself. And but the more you listen and the more you take your time, you actually absorb everything, and it makes you grow even faster, I reckon. I mean,
nice. I think what you actually say really is, people, if you want to really, you gotta start listening in English, listening to English, and then start practicing, make a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't have to be like extravagant. Well, that's not true in a way, because if you want to understand, you can mime stuff. People will get you in a way, and your confidence will build, and then afterwards you'll start to speak it the proper way. But it's all part of. It starts with will, I reckon. I mean,
good.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it.
Cool. Really nice. Really nice. Yeah, really nice. Opinions. Really nice comments and tips there. But I have to ask. I have really to ask you. I have to tell you this. We Brazilians, again, going back a little bit, that we think that Canadians speak English since they were born. I mean, I understand that, not in the French part. Okay, but I need to ask: do you have because here in Brazil we have specialized schools and of course specialized teachers? Yeah. Do you have these kind of schools in Quebec?
We do, but you gotta pay for them mostly.
All right.
You gotta pay.
Here in Brazil as well, it's not for free.
But that's it. Well, what the public school offered was like that one class a week. The rest, if you want to go further into learning English, you got to pay. You got to do sessions. But they do exist. Those schools exist. There's a lot of them. There's good ones. There's bad ones, like everything.
Yeah, they're really commercial as well. Yeah,
Exactly.
Some people gotta make a living. And they do it. I mean, actually, they work, right? I mean, we appreciate the quality of some schools. They're great, huh?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, we got a German school. We got Spanish schools. We got school even for Brazilian. I mean,
really.
Yeah,
do you have any Brazilian friends today in Quebec?
We don't have a lot of Brazilian people, I think, in Quebec. They think it's too cold, so...
Maybe. But it's beautiful still, huh? The weather, the snow, it's beautiful. Yeah,
it is.
I really appreciate. I want to ask more questions. I want to keep talking here, but I think we're going to be too long, all right? But
all right.
Because I will make a point of it. I would like to invite you to come back sometime, and if you don't mind, join join a podcast with some students of mine. Can we have that in the future?
Sure, I've got some time this winter, so that could be interesting.
That's cool then. Thank you. I really appreciate. Okay,
it's been a pleasure. Just give me a shout. I'll be there for you. I mean, if that's possible for me, it'll be a pleasure.
I interviewed my daughter yesterday, and she said she wants to go to Canada, and she has never spoken to a Canadian person. There we go. We have a Canadian person.
I'm willing to give her a shot. I mean, she can try talking with me. I mean, our accent is not that different. I think. She'll get it. I think she won't have any trouble.
You talk about your accent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's great accent. Great English.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But still, I think there's this. Go ahead, please.
Oh, we can hear a bit of French, but I think you have to be specialized to hear the bit of French. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, you know.
Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you.
And it's like, as you said, I just want to make the point here for the students as well, that as you said, you got to start practicing and making small sentences, small conversation, listening and practicing. Then you get what you are, Ian. You were born in Canada, you were speaking French, and then you grew into your language, of course, French, and then you learn English. Do you speak in another language, or are you planning to learn a new
Spanish? I'm like not fluent in Spanish, but I'm trying.
Good. There we go. You see, initiative is everything. Will is everything, as you said.
But I like languages. It's a good way to meet cultures in their true self. I mean, like it's better. You get their humor, you get everything, their romantic side. I mean, it's very important.
And you show your personality, what you are.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Good. Really good. Really good. Great. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure, Eddie.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.